And we talked to our good buddy Justin Tuck. Justin, do you bring gloves to baseball games?
I don't. I'm a man. I'll catch you.
Wow. There we go.
So
What you're saying is, what you're saying is,
Hey,
Jim Harbaugh's not a man.
You also got to understand, I'm going to have, anytime I get a shot to take it in Michigan, I'm going to take it.
I see what you did there. Well, they took a shot at Michigan State, though.
Oh, yeah, he did. I'm kind of glad that my Notre Dame guys are not playing Michigan this year. It gives me some years to kind of, I'm glad. I'm glad I don't have to have calls with Charles Woodson after those games that probably wouldn't go in our favor this year.
Did you hear that A-Rod bet Mike Golick, like Joe Stone Crabs against Miami and Notre Dame, and then Notre Dame won, so he has to ship him all these Joe Stone Crabs from Miami.
That's going to be tough for A-Rod, right?
I think he can afford it.
Yeah, I know, right? He put it on his own plane, right? You know what? Golick is doing well, man. He's got the whole Cleveland thing going, and it seems like his bets with Notre Dame have been very timely.
Yes,
it's been good.
All right, so we've been talking about this a lot, Justin. The Giants had the weekend off, so we can expand some of the stuff we're talking about. What do you believe is behind the severe drop in ratings of the NFL?
What do I believe is behind it?
Yeah, what do you think it is? Why do you believe this is so? Because yesterday, World Series Game 5 beat them by 32%, a really good Sunday night game.
I mean, normally you would say the election, but it was no debate, nothing whatsoever as far as the election was on last night, so that goes out the window. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I've heard people say stuff about the whole protest and things like that. But neither one of these teams have had any dealings with the protest or anything of the in the Kaepernick era. But I don't know. I don't know why. Normally, when the NFL, especially with a primetime game like Dallas and Philly, goes up against other kind of primetime other sporting events, they do well.
Yeah, they crush them.
I'm shocked to hear that you said 32%.
32% higher, yeah.
Wow, that's kind of amazing. It's funny. I was in our class earlier today, that talked about the NFL strategy as far as never playing a game against the World Series in previous years, and now they've started doing that, and normally they crush that the World Series games, and here they got crushed by 32%. It's kind of surprising to me.
Well, it's usually never one thing, so I think any idea probably is a contributing factor, but I also believe the quality of play is not up to snuff, and I think it's really gone down since the new CBA. We don't see these players as prepared. Do you see a drop-off from the quality of play from when you first came in the league?
Well, I don't think it's the quality of play at this point. We're in, week 8?
Yeah.
So I do see it in the beginning of the season. Maybe week 1, 2, maybe week 3. But at this point, I think everybody will be caught up, right? You got that much time with your team, with the scheme to kind of get the swing of things. So I don't think that's the case for now. That might have been the case early in the season, but now I don't think so.
Let's talk about the Giants a bit. Jerry Reeses had a press conference today. He usually does this, Justin, after the bye week, and he refused to answer any questions about the Josh Brown situation. And that's all well and good, and people don't care about the media. We've seen that in many walks of life. But by Jerry not answering it, Justin, that means that the players have to answer it. Is that really fair?
Well, man, I'm no expert in this, but if I was in their position, I would get out ahead of it. I would try to get ahead of it. I would try, because it's coming, and no one, just because you don't answer today, you guys are in the media, you're going to ask about this until you get what you're looking for as far as an answer, or some attempt of an answer. So that's surprising that he. I obviously haven't heard the press conference, but it's surprising that they didn't just try to get out ahead of it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times in situations like this, regardless of if the mistake is yours or not, it's just easier to just say, you know what, we made a mistake.
Right.
And we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that mistake is handled the right way going forward, and also that this mistake never happens again. And I think people look at it from the perspective of, okay, they're human. We all make mistakes. Just, own up to it and go on about your business.